Press briefing by the Ijaw Strand of Algon members, Rivers State. Good afternoon, gentlemen of the press. We address you today in our capacity as local government chairmen and campaign coordinators of Governor Fubara in the Ijaw-speaking LGAs in Rivers State during the last gubernatorial election. In that capacity, we mobilized support for him among Ijaws. Beyond mobilization for support, we vouched for Governor Fubara's ability, his competence, character, and exercise set skill to discharge the functions of the office of the Governor of Rivers State within our various domains. And as a matter of incontrovertible fact, we deliver Governor Fubara in Abua Odua, Ogubolo, Okrika, Andoni, Asari Toro, Agugu Toro, Degema, parts of Port Harcourt, and Awoda West. All thanks to God Almighty. Gentlemen of the press, there is a saying that goes, if the female lion does not perceive danger from the noise of the cub, she stays asleep. Our appearance before the press might stun the viewers, as this is the first of its kind, but we have not come to the fore without a reason of societal significance. We are aware that Rivers State has been embroiled in a steam conflict that adversely affects the relationship between the governor and the Rivers State House of Assembly. In fact, the detrimental consequences of this conflict cannot be overemphasized. Nonetheless, we are happy that the seemingly unresolvable crisis, which defied a presidential intervention, is nearing an end. Following the unambiguous pronouncement by the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we are hopeful that stakeholders will make patriotic effort towards implementation of the judgment to move the state forward. It is necessary to point out that the presidential intervention gave Governor Fubara victory by ensuring that he will never be impeached and encouraged him to work with the Assembly, but it was rejected by him as unconstitutional at the behest of these same few conflict-preneurs from within and outside the state. After the pronouncement of the Supreme Court, we all accepted the judgment, basking in the euphoria that the prevailing conflict, which amongst all the states apart has been put to rest by the landmark judgment of the Apex Court. But unfortunately, our attention was drawn to both subtle and frontal threats to the government, instigated by some individuals and organizations who ostensibly are beneficiaries of the crisis. It is even worse that they use the Ijaw identity to fuel the embers of violence and intimidation of the federal government. In this category, our organizations such as Ijaw National Congress, INC, and some renegades of the Ijaw Youth Council, IYC. As a matter of fact, this organization stated publicly that the Ijaws will resort to violence against critical national oil infrastructure if Governor Fubara is impeached. This implies that this pro-Ijaw ethnic organization have not read the Supreme Court judgment. They so condemn. We stringently condemn those empty threats and urge the federal government and Nigerians to disregard such comments which project the Ijaws in a bad light. More so, it is a fact that these threats attack the sensitivity of the people from other ethnic groups in Rivers State who also voted for Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Unfortunately, the governor himself is not blameless of inciting condemnation of the judgment. Instead of calming down frail nerves after the judgment, he personally, in a public speech, made allusions to these intentions to lead youth and supporters to promote violence. We have also seen videos and press statements of supposed stakeholders, including Professor Benjamin Okaba, Alhaji Mujahid Asari Dokubo, threatening the energy security of the Nigerian state. If attempt at implementation of the judgment leads to the impeachment of the governor, Our hearing these threats, we are compelled to ask the following questions. 1. Did the judgment call for impeachment of Governor Fubara? The simple answer is no. 2. Where were these persons who claim to be fighting the so-called Ijaw fight when the governor truncated the tenure and seized the allocation of the AGAs, including those of us who are fellow Ijaw? Where were they when he stopped the salaries of the assembly members and even made conscious attempts to use the court to impeach them, including 10 Ijaw sons and daughters? They were all unconcerned because they were benefiting from the crisis and are not ready to stop benefiting from it.